listen, your father was a fantastic human being and a fantastic artist. I don't have to tell you that. And this is now the 75th year anniversary of the film It's a Wonderful Life. And we
Yeah,
wanted to, on this occasion, not only remember him for his other works, but remember the film as well. And we have Jimmy Hawkins, uh, who's here, and he's going to be speaking about the film, the way it was made. And I wanted to show
great.
you right now on the camera. This is the award which we're giving to your father. I'll read it to you. It says, Frank Capra, Mensch for all seasons. We thank you for being who you are. You're the best example of humanity.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Tell me a little about your experience with your father when you were growing up.
My dad's entire lifetime was always a person of integrity, and his contributions to the society were enormous. From his movies to his service in our armed forces and the care and love he had for his family. Frank Capra was always a real mensch. I could take his movies, for example. I mean, most of them, he always fought hard for what he always fought hard for what he called the little man. Whether it was Longfellow Deeds, Mr. Smith, or George Bailey, or any of the other many little men, he cared for them, and he brought them to life with the ideas and ideals of his own nature. And he cared so much for them, his fellow man, he also wanted his audience to care for them as well. He wanted his audience to care for each other. My dad was one of the most loyal Americans you could ever want to meet. He loved America and everything it stood for. In World War II, he was asked by the government to make the Why We Fight series for our fighting men. He hoped to instill, excuse me, the same passion and love for the country and freedom that he felt throughout his entire life. And I think he succeeded. And as for our family, he was a great father. He loved education and made sure each one of us got a real one. And made sure we had the opportunities that he had never had growing up. My mother and dad made sure that we could take advantage of those opportunities without feeling entitled. We kids worked in school and in life to make them proud. They were stellar examples. Mom and dad supported their communities and all the charities. Yes, I can say my father, Frank Capra, was all around mensch. And I'm grateful to accept this award for him. Once again, thank you for coming. Excuse me, and thank you to Steve Geiger for putting this all together. I would also like to thank the Mensch International Foundation and Temple of Isaiah of Palm Springs for this honor. I'm sure that my father would be very pleased to receive it.
All the things that you have said about your father is what prompted us and myself to give the Mensch Award to him. Not only is your father a mensch, but you are a mensch. You're a very nice looking man. You look a lot like your dad. And
yeah, I guess so.
And I hope at some point I'm off to Hungary in a couple of weeks, actually in a week, and I'll be trying to help Ukrainian refugees that are coming across the border. And all the money
that's great. Good for you.
All the money that we're raising today goes to Ukrainian refugees in the name of your father.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have a blessed trip.
Yeah.
You have a blessed
You be
safe trip.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
I hope you all have a wonderful life.
Mr. and Mrs. Martini, welcome home.
This is what I wished for.
You see, George, you really had a wonderful life.
Merry Christmas!
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right.